What is up? What is up, guys? So, turn my hat on. All right, so we shall see. All right, so this is what I'm kind of looking at. This is just demo here, just paper trading, because it is a holiday, so we're only electronic trading. We'll look here on NQ. Let's go on the daily. Let's hide these indicators so we can clean this up a little bit. So, so it looks like higher time frame. We did tap into this daily bearish fair value gap here, and we started to drive down. We kind of had an inside day here on Friday, so we could continue to go lower. If you look on the 4-hour, we kind of had this bearish fair value gap in here. Overnight, at 10 p.m. we closed above it, so this could be just a retracement in here into this 4-hour bullish fair value gap. But if we look at the 1 hour in here and we kind of clean this up a bit so you can see it here, we can see this 1 hour bullish fair value gap, right? So if we get out of here, you can see that we're kind of 50% there. We'll pull the Discord over. So far we are respecting 50% of this 1 hour, but it's kind of just dancing in here. We did close below this 1 hour in here, so in this 1 hour bullish fair value gap in here, so we could go lower. If you look at the 5-minute structure, it is still bearish here. But the idea here is that the sellers here this morning from 9:30, okay, 9:30 open down. So there's buy stops resting above here and here. And then there's also this 1 hour bearish fair value gap here. So kind of seeing if we can anticipate a run up to this 1 hour. Oh, that's 1 minute. The 1 hour fair value gap. 5-minute. If we measure this, go back to QH here. If we measure this wick on the 1 minute here, down, we see we respected 50% of this wick here, and then drove higher, which is also around 50% of this 1 hour. So yeah, I would like to see us get past this 1 1 minute bearish fair value gap in here. So looking for this target, these targets up here. So my original entry was over here off of this down close candle, this doji. So we came up and then we retraced. So this was like my original entry there. Let's go, 12 people. Let's go. We got 10 viewers. Good morning, everybody. Again, just as a reminder, this is just demo. This is not financial advice. We're just tape reading this morning. But appreciate you guys hopping on. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe. So we are trading underneath this, current new week opening gap. So we displaced beneath it and kind of respected the lower end of it. So as far as things in the way, I'm hoping we can kind of get above this and use it this 1 minute as an inversion gap. Hoping 10:30 here to 10:45, 10:50 should send us higher, hopefully, on this paper trade. What up, Nazim? You would have to figure that out yourself. I cannot give you that kind of advice. But the theory would be like if it works on demo, in theory, it should work on live, right? Yeah, Zuo, hope that fair value gap turns into inversion. Exactly. So that's what I'm hoping for this one. We did respect 50%, so I'm hoping this one turns into an inversion gap like this, right? Sorry, IFG. 1 minute. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So yeah, 5 minute. Right. So we had these 2 consecutive down close candles here. Small little change in state of delivery. Confirmation there. One minute fair value gap in there off of bullish. Order block. So 1 minute there. We had our order block. So we're going 5 minute. So we can roll our stops up to this low now. Should not come beneath this. We do have I think a small gap in here on the 5 minute. So we gotta give it some room there. Let's see here. So 10:30 reversal. So this was kind of like my idea this morning. 9:30 into 10 o'clock. Looking at this as a Judas swing. We took out sell side a couple times here. We had some internal liquidity. See these relatively equal lows here. So popped down, came up, took it one more time. We respected this 1 hour fair value bullish fair value gap, or SIBI, or BISI. I'm sorry, BISI. Here, and then this 5 minute wick here, 50%. I was using this kind of like this area, and then we dropped a little bit, was in a little bit of drawdown, but I was using this 5 minute as kind of a area to watch to see if we respected this wick, 5 minute wick in here, which we respected 50%, came up, and then now we're hoping this 5-minute, right, bearish fair value gap hold as support. So it should no longer come down here. So we roll our stops up into profit. DXY violated. It's busy though. Good long, brother. Thank you. Yeah. So 1 hour fair value gap is a draw, but we have this side. This side could at least come up too. Again, if we look at YM here, US30 at 950, we were already creating lower highs. ES, we were creating lower highs, when on the NQ we were creating lower lows. So you can see here I have US30 here. So let's see this low, but if we target here, you can see we made higher high. So SMT at the lows here for added confluence. Sorry if my internet's kind of whack. Sometimes it's a little slow. So leaving some equal highs there on the 5-minute. So we do have this 5-minute bearish fairway gap here. So this is kind of our next checkpoint to get above as a roadblock PD ray. Bit of volume imbalance there as well. So consequent encroachment of the new week opening gaps there right inside that 5 minutes. So that would be a nice support there if we do come back down. But so far, seems like respecting some bullish PD rays here in the structure. So we should need to get above this 5 minute here. So we're still inside the silver bullet window. If we turn on this indicator, so we're still in between that 10 to 11 window. So probably don't want to hold anything into past lunch today because it is a holiday, Martin Luther King Day. So apologize for my internet. So I would like to speed through here now. We could get a pullback into this 5 minute, but I would like us to speed through these highs. All right, nice speed now. Yeah, just tape reading today. So, nice. Stop up here. Hmm. 1050. 1050 macro. I bought the same, but in demo because there's a bank holiday. Yeah, same. This is just demo. Just tape reading. All right, so we're in that volume imbalance here. So if we can get past this too, we should be cleared up to these highs. We now have this small 5-minute bullish. Our stops up here. What's your bias for the week? For the week, I think we'll see. We'll have to see what Tuesday sets up. So I like to wait usually for Monday, Tuesday, and then try to see what the weekly profile is going to present me paired with any news this week. So let's see. It's 3. So we have this week. So 8:30 red folder tomorrow. 8:30 on Wednesday. Unemployment claims Thursday. So So we'll see. And then I like to use the hourly. So weekly open is here, the WO weekly opening price. So if we expand away from it into the week, we could tap these highs. So over here, if we look, we can get rid of this, or we can look at NQ. Dang internet, guys, sorry about that. Hopefully you guys are still here. So this high and this high, relative equal highs. Here on Friday at 9 a.m. and Thursday at 9 a.m. So daily, we tapped into this bearish fair value gap on the daily, but we kind of had this inside day on Friday. So we're kind of in this range, this consolidation. So I want to wait for Tuesday, Wednesday, to get more of a bias for the whole week. So right now what I'm doing is I'm looking at the 4 hour, right? ICT says look at the 4 hour and the 1 hour as your daily, right? So that's what I did today. We looked at the 1 hour. I seen that we were respecting this 1 hour. We swept internal liquidity, these equal lows here, and then paired it with time here at 10 a.m. And then looking at this 1 hour bearish PD, right, as the magnet or draw on liquidity for it to rebalance or reprice, right? So no weekly bias just yet, because we're still kind of up here. But of course, I would like to, if in a perfect world, I would like to see it as we market structure shift, come up, and then drop towards this low, ultimately, from January and end of last month, or the beginning of the month here, on the 5th, right? So, but until then, we're using internal and external liquidity based off of the 1 hour and 4 hour. And then, so you look at the 4 hour and the 1 hour as your quote unquote daily time frame. And then we can use 5-minute structure. And then if you want to, of course, I use this 5-minute, right? 5-minute here, SMT at the lows, 1 hour for value gap. 50% of this wick was respected. So I want to protect my profits here, at least. It could rebalance this, or we could use this as a measuring gap. So let's look at this fib here. So this low to this gap. This low. So 0.5 gives us here. So and one standard deviation would be up into this 5-minute fair value gap. But I'm just looking for this 1 hour, bottom of this 1 hour. So, but we're coming into that 11, so 1050 to 1110 macro, we could get a pullback before the continuation. Run on stops here. So anyone buying this now is showing their stops. The algorithm could hunt liquidity and then reprice higher. But either way, we secured profits there. if we measure the manipulation leg here, be this. Boom. Yeah, it gives us one there. What about this side there? Just one and a half is nice in there. I like that. 2. So this high to this low before we moved away, I like. So 1.5 puts us there, and then 2 puts us right in that 1 hour. So I like that. 50% of the range gives us right in that measuring gap there. So it'll probably tap this 5-minute here and then reprice higher. But I would like to see this left open. See these equal lows there on the 1 minute, all these equal lows in there. So we'll secure the trade there though. Or we can see, for learning purposes, we'll put our stop. Just below there. So see if we can use this inversion 5 and this bullish 5 and then head higher. Appreciate you guys hitting that like button. Thank you guys, everybody. What is your main trade style, bro? It's ICT concepts, smart money concepts. So time and price theory. The question was, what is your main trade style? So again, we'd like to see a bounce from here and head up. So we'll give this some room here just in case it wants to overshoot the wick. But we want to see this respected and then come up. What time exactly do you think is best for ICT? It depends on what's best for you. So you gotta decide when are you able to sit down at the charts for at least an hour and a half or two and really be patiently watching certain times. Gold, I don't know because gold is the most heavily manipulated asset in the world. So I do not touch gold. There's many people that make a lot of money trading gold. If you can do it, props to you, man. We should have a deeper retracement now, according to the standard. If you project manipulation from 950 to, is it 950 to what? On the 1 minute. That's fine if we do. Stops at the weekly open and below this 5 minute in here as inversion, and then this 5 minute as bullish fair value gap here. So if we want to continue bullish order flow, then this needs to hold. If not, then if we look at the 15 minute, right, there's this 15 minute bullish fair value gap right in there. So if we look at, move the drawings here. If we look at the 15 minute time frame, right, this is our market structure shift here, and then fair value gap. They created the shift. And then you have your order block right here. So if we do retrace, right, this is where we're looking to retrace from. And then we still have buy stops on the 15 minute up here, equal highs. Equal highs here, equal highs there on the 15, right there, and right there. Let's see. Questions. Let's see. With the New York 8 session, I'm struggling to find the tightest time of morning to catch manipulation efforts past or ride the higher time frame trend. 2 hours is best in your opinion, or hour trade window? Can't see the last. What does it say? Wrong spot for what? I can't see the comment. Wrong spot for OE something. Is that OB? Sorry, I can't see the comments, blocked by something. Order block, thank you. It's subjective. So the order block, you can use the top of the wick or you can use the candle body. Some people like Ferraris, some people like Lambos, but they're both supercars. All right, so back to NAS100's question. So you wanna figure out what your trading model is and what you're looking for, right? So like for me, it's the 2022 mentorship model, right? But I'm so what I do is I'll pair it with higher time frame PD rays, so like the 1 hour to a 1 hour, right? But then we're also not forgetting to look at like the daily, the 4 hour, 15, 5, right? And then the 1 minute. So I like to trade between, I like to look at price from like 950 to to uh, to noon. So, but typically I like to be out and done between like 10 to 11. So I like to trade 10 to 11, but I'll look at 9:30 9. So my window technically is from 9:30 to noon. But I like to trade between 9:50 to 11. I'll be looking for my entries. Actually, use the entire manipulation like as my order block zone, then use the fib for mean. That's good too. Yeah, that's a really good way to use it too. The order blocks. Yep. Everything's measured, right? Order blocks can be measured, volume imbalances measured, gaps measured, BISIs and CIBIs measured. Everything can be measured and broken down into quadrants, right? Standard deviations, zone, then use the fib or the mean pricing or my trades liquidity grab. Okay, so it's a bit flexible between morning and noon. Gotcha. Yeah, so it's a time window, and then looking uh, at liquidity. How do you use the RS? So this is not an RSI. So this is actually US30 as a line chart. So I'll use this as SMT, right? So what we can do here is we go to settings, style, we can do candles. So you can see here as NQ was making lower lows, US30 was making higher highs. Right in here. So to do that, what we do is you go up here to the plus sign, and then you search here, and then you can add it as a new pane. So like if we hit yes here, hit yes, and then you want the ESH4, and you click it new pane, and it gives you here. Then you can come down here to settings and change them if you want to candles. Style to candles. So now you can watch your correlated markets and see which one gives you a divergence, right? So each of them were showing higher highs, and Q is showing lower lows and lower highs. So that's what gave me another indication that we should be bouncing from here up. How would you risk management be if you were in heavy drawdown, like only 1% remaining? I always cut my risk a quarter to a 1/4%. So 0.25. That means you have four trades, right? That's okay. Yeah. So it would, if it was me, usually what I'll do is we'll pull back my risk to 1/4%. So 0.25% risk per trade if you can. If you're trading futures, go to the micros, the MES1 and the MNQ1, the E-minis. So boom, taken out of the paper trade there. So we're going to tap this 15-minute. Weekly open. see, where's that 1 hour? So we get tagged on this 30-minute volume imbalance, and there's a small little bullish fair value gap right there. Do you work out before or after you're trading? Before losing trade. So I work out in the evenings. I like to get a full day of meals, so my body's full of nutrition and stuff, and then that way I can get a really good workout in. If before, does losing the trade affect your training? No. There'll always be another trade. There's always going to be opportunities. The market's not going anywhere, so as long as you don't give up, it doesn't matter how many accounts you blow. Right? The Federal Reserve and the world prints money every single day. More money is made, so there's not a shortage of money. It's just how do you want to go out and get it? Is it through sales? Is it through business? Is it through jobs? Is it through side gigs, side hustles? You name it. So there's always ways. There's always going to be another trade. There's always going to be another silver bullet. There's always going to be another AMD. There's always going to be another market maker buy or sell model. Or at least what's your morning routine like? Morning routine's not really anything. I get up, use the restroom, grab coffee, and then I come to the charts. Most of the time, I've already kind of done some analysis before bed, just a little bit, and then I'll wake up and see what happened during London real quick, and then I'm just looking at current price, internal liquidity, and external liquidity short time. So 4 hour, 1 hour, 15-minute, 5, 1. Of course, I'll look at the daily and see like if what could be the draw, but because we're in and out so quickly, we're not, unless you're swing trading, the daily, but you just want to be aware of the daily if you're at the daily areas, so. So we tap that 15 in there, coming off. And say we respected this 5-minute in here. We wicked, right? But then the candle bodies respected it in here. So the wicks will do the damage, but the candle bodies will tell the story where they closed in there. In your opinion, does the 15-minute give the best liquidity structure? Yeah. So if you're looking for liquidity, right? I'm going back because this is a cleaner chart, not much on it. Look at the equal highs, right? We have equal high here and here. I'll mark them off for you. Yeah, for day trading entries, yeah. So look, equal high there. And then you have relative equal highs. They're not perfect, but these two right there. And then you have these two right here where I have the sell limit, right? So where it's flat here. And then think about retail, right? if you're a retail trader, this is resistance, right? Think about anyone that you think about when you started trading. If you traded support and resistance, this was support, right? Turned resistance. So people will take this as a break and retest. So people are going to be like, oh, let me sell here. But it could just blast right through higher and then go lower, right? So you have to remember retail and then flip it. That can also help you. Yeah, so far so good. It looks like we should. And this purple line is midnight opening price. So we're buying underneath it, which is also a good another confirmation. And we bought underneath the weekly open earlier here too. So this right here is your silver bullet. This 1 minute. Like a bright green. Would you say the time-based liquidity nice is write that in now? Yeah. So also we're measuring this is a trade, right? It's move our stop up. 1 to 2 is a little better there. So we already tapped this 15. So this moved down before we moved away. The standard deviations is low to this high here. Gives us almost 2, which is right near that midnight opening price. And then it's also inside of this 1 hour. Right, almost 50% at 1 hour. So in between here and here, it's a nice buy side liquidity setup. So back to this chart, 5 minute. Gonna go break even here. So no more risk involved. We shouldn't revisit this 5 minute if we're gonna attack this buy side, right? There should be no more reason for it to come down. It tapped the 15, respected this 5 minute inversion, right? There should be no reason for it to come down again to retest in this area. So covering the position makes sense there. If you guys are interested in the Discord, you can click this link. So Discord is where we trade live Tuesday through Wednesday, or Tuesday through Thursday, sorry. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we trade live in the Discord from 10 to 11 every morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you're interested in the boot camp, it's also in the link. We do boot camps on Monday morning, so like this morning, this would be a boot camp, but decided to stream it live today since we have a short morning this morning. We go over draw on liquidity, market maker models, daily bias, different PD rays, stuff like that. So just like we're doing here. So you always want to look at where it's rejecting or where price is tape reading at. Excuse me. You know, we see this 5 minute in here. We tap once, twice, so like a couple times in there, and now in there. Want it to disrespect this. So on the 1 minute, we have this low, high, lower low, kind of displaced above. So I have this breaker. It stops just beneath this breaker block there. And then we have this 1 minute for value gap. So we'll see if we respect this or if the electronic trading hours here just before noon, because that's when the market closes today. It'll want to do a market on close for any orders, and then you'll get crazy volatility the last couple minutes or so, both directions to close the orders in, which means we'll get knocked out here. But we'll see if before it closes we'll want to make one last run higher up into here for this buy side. Yeah, so the thing with Tradeovate is you can't do that. That's why we're just paper trading this, not. So with Tradeovate, you can't take contracts off, right? Like if I wanted to close partial, it's just close position, reversal, right? So Trading View demo, paper trading you can, but Tradeovate demo you can't. Well, let's try it. Oh, well, there it goes. So practice account. What is this -5? Oh, probably because it's demo earlier, but took 2 trades. It was plus 600 for the morning on the demo. So let's see if we can. We'll buy 2 more again. After this 1 minute. There. I always get confused on limits and things because I don't want to like accidentally sell. So I just keep it simple. And when I'm actually trading live, I'll just take my profits and go. What I'll do is I'll usually scale one contract at a time and then set one at certain levels and stuff like that. So if I do this limit, one, but you're helping me, so I appreciate it. Should never be closed-minded and think you know everything, right? So I definitely do not know everything. Always be willing to learn. So I close this, yes, and then we add one there. Right? What's your plan for 2024? 2024, my goals, shoot, um, looking to compete in a show at the end of October in bodybuilding, and make another run for my pro card. Probably travel more. How about you guys? Yeah. 13 years bodybuilding. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. This 5-minute. Shows, but want to get back to shape, stage shape. Let's go, Barry. Heck yeah, man. Let's see here. We move this stop here. If we have time, it gives us enough time to measure this. I'd like to measure this wick here. 50% there. This is entry there. I'm starting to trade the London Open so I can get my early workouts in. There you go. Yeah, London's nice if you can be up for it. Boom. So now let's see. So now this 5-minute had a bearish closure below. Two-minute there. So typically you would want to be out of trading anyways for the morning. So realistically, I mean, this is just because we're tapering, but if we go back, right, and we trade this like we did, let me close these orders. This was our money, right? This was the whole breakdown. Here, we had 1 hour fair value gap, smart money divergence with ES and YM. We respected 5-minute consequent encroachment of this wick, moved higher, right? So we had change in the state of delivery here, and then we displaced higher at just about 10:30. Silver bullet right here popped up, continuation, right? You could attack this high as buy side, this high as buy side, and then we had this highest buy side. Right? We didn't quite get all the way here, but it's Monday. It's a holiday, so you can't expect too much. But we were able to secure about 600 on the paper trade. It was up about 1,100 in total. So this run is all you need, right? One and done, boom. So, but for the sake of tape reading, we see if we can get a run into that buy side from this 1 minute here. So just practice, right? So this manipulation, like down, up, here to here, 1 standard deviation is right there too. So that can be a target for your buy side liquidity. So this move, if we measure it right from this low to this high, right, and we copy it, oh, come on, up 1, right, gives us there. So this move copied one more time up, stacked on each other, 1 standard deviation. No point when there's bank holiday and consolidation. Yeah, exactly. So that's why we just use today as a boot camp day and the paper trading. I don't like to trade on Mondays anyways, even if it wasn't a bank holiday. I don't like to trade Mondays. Mondays are for my boot camp classes. And then we trade live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in Discord. So all right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for me. I appreciate everybody that came on and watched this morning. Oh, my camera's off. Everyone that came and watched this morning. Yeah, love each and every one of you guys. Appreciate you guys. If you're interested in the Discord bootcamp, anything, click the Discord link. It's also my bio. It's not necessary. ICT has it all for free. But if you want something like this where it's tape reading and stuff like that and a badass community, we have a sick Discord. So testimonials in here, people crushing it, everyone passing their challenges in here, getting funded. So click the link in the bio. And yeah, everybody have an amazing day and an amazing trading week. And don't forget to hit that like button on your way out, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys later.